Yo, what's up, everybody? I'd like to welcome y'all back to Toon's POV. I'd like to thank everybody that checked out the last episode, my premiere. Me and Henry are very appreciative. Everybody that did like and comment and things like that, we appreciate y'all. Let more people subscribe to the channel, make comments, talk shit, everything like that, man. Make sure y'all follow me on all social media. I'm Ratchet Toon all across the board. RATCHET TON, no underscores, anything like that. Definitely follow me on Periscope. Crazy things gonna be happening there real soon. And without further ado, I guess, what are you going by today?
What do you want me to go by today?
I don't know. It's your world. What are you going by today?
We're gonna go by red cocaine.
Red cocaine. All right. And that's all the handles, the social media.
Yeah, pretty much.
All right. So what would be the difference between, I guess, with the red cocaine versus the Johnny cane?
I just will say that the red cocaine is basically like my ad names, and the Johnny Cane is like as my persona.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
The funny thing about your name, though, we kind of joked around with it. I'm trying to think, who was that? What's that Dorian? Somebody was like, that sound like Liu Kang off of Mortal Kombat. And they was like, that sound familiar. I think I know them.
Well, honestly, I think whenever I was thinking about it, I was thinking Johnny Cash, and then I was like, oh
Okay.
well, no, red cocaine, Kane. I used to go by T Kane since my name is Natasha and Tasha. People call me Tasha, so I was using T Kane, and then I was like, okay, well, I want like a name, and I put the Johnny in front of the Kane, which I spell my cane when I spell it by itself with a K, or like the cocaine starts with a K instead of a C.
Gotcha. So there's nothing to do with like the Kane brothers or nothing.
No.
See, that's another thing that came up. Everybody thought it was kind of
The cane came from the cocaine.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Okay. So what we're gonna do first? We're gonna go jump straight into the Ratchet Report. With the first thing I want to do, I definitely want to take time to slander the good brother Kendrick Lamar for wearing scalp braids. Anybody with braids should definitely be crucified. Pusha T, Travis Scott. Anybody with scalp braids and hard hairdos should definitely be crucified in 2015. So Kendrick Lamar was performing on Stephen Colbert's new talk show. I mean, it was a real good performance. He performed like a medley of Wesley's Theories, Mama, which he did like a real cool thing. He kind of like stopped and kind of mimed and did things like that. Real cool. King Kunta, which he kind of, the way that he like transitioned all his songs was like just super dope. And I think the last song he did was I mean, solid performance, but scalp braids, man. I'm not feeling any type of braids or hard hairdos in 2015. That's just, it needs to be stopped.
It could be worse. He could have had the beads, shells, on the back.
He didn't have enough.
He didn't have
enough inches in the back to do any beads or anything like that. But it definitely could have been worse. Definitely. Jordan losing his lawsuit against Kyoden Sports, Chinese company. Exactly like, look exactly like Jordan. Translate directly as Michael Jordan. I just want to get your perspective on that.
I think that was on. I wouldn't know how Jordan sell in China. I was told, because I did ask, since I do work at Foot Locker, I was told that Jordans in China actually cost more than what we pay for them in the United States.
Really?
And
They make them over there.
And that's why they said it's funny, because they say we think we have it bad because, I want to say maybe 2 months ago a pair of Jordans came out and they were literally like $400, and you were paying for the little piece of gold that was on the side of the shoe.
It's real gold?
And I couldn't tell you, but I still wouldn't pay $400 for it because it was literally an all white shoe, nothing extravagant about it. It had gold with the shoelaces at the end. Yeah, nobody knows the name of it. But
I know the name of it. I don't know. I'm gonna think about it. I'm just gonna yell it out later.
But that little piece of plastic was gold, and it had a gold piece. And they charged $400 for it. I can't tell you what they'll be in China, but that's expensive. And Jordan shoes in general run anywhere between, for a men's shoe anyway, $170 to $200. So for China to be charging more for Jordan, and in China, his company is in China, and I'm pretty sure those people are getting money, and I'm pretty sure they were gonna fight that.
No, they fought it, and they definitely beat
And
them.
they won.
And Jordan decided to take it to the Supreme Court in China, the highest law of the Chinese land. And I honestly, as much as I hate to say it, I feel like he does not stand a chance.
I don't either, because it's
Yeah, it's definitely China. Their rules definitely are different, and they do not apply to Michael Jordan. Especially probably how much he been like just abusing and just taking.
And I would have just left. I would have just left well enough alone, because at the end of the day, he's still going to get his money. And the shoe
still worth $1 billion.
Yeah, the shoe in general. Yeah, it looks like his shoe, but the little man.
Matter of fact, it's going to be on the screen. It's showing right now.
The little man on the shoe is
like a Jordan crossover.
Yeah, we wouldn't even wear that in the United States. In the United States, if you came across a shoe like that, you would think you got your shoe from the man that sold shoes out the back of his truck. So it wasn't, to me, that shouldn't have been that big of a deal, because he literally has a shoe that drops every week. Every week. And everywhere sells out every week. The OVOs that were supposed to come out, Louisiana, we're not getting them. No, except for maybe like politics or something, but they're charging, I think, $1,000 for a shoe, and they only have like 8 pairs. We're not getting that shoe. But he's going to get his money.
Yeah, definitely.
Because then it's like a $200 shoe. So he drops a shoe every week.
No, he's definitely not hurting by any means. But at the same time,
I guess it was the principle.
It is the principle of the matter. Like, it's his name. It's exactly his name. It's Michael Jordan Sports. Like, the shoe looks exactly like the same colorway.
Yeah. I guess he felt okay.
Fell away.
I understand where he was going with it, but I mean, that's trying.
All right, and that's all I have for Ratchet Reports right now. Go ahead and stick around with me. Stay tuned. We're going to do a quick intermission, and we're going to be right back. All right, we back. I'm here with Red Cocaine. Good night, man. So, let's start off from the beginning. First day I met you, or didn't meet you, or did meet you.
You did, but you didn't.
I didn't, but I did. And I was just kind of, I wasn't even, because I was there to meet my partner. He worked a little bit down the road at another shoe store. And I just kind of walked by, and I always go in Foot Locker. But I seen a face that looked familiar. She was busy, or she was busy. It may not have been you. And then she wasn't busy no more. I said, "Hey, your name's Johnny." You know what she said to me? No? Must wasn't you then. Because she definitely told me no and just walked clean the fuck away. What was going on that day?
It was busy. It was really busy, and I was hungry. I'm sorry. Like, I'm going to be all the way honest. I was hungry. And it's like every time I tried to leave out, another one of my coworkers, they'll basically, oh, I'm going to take my lunch. And I'm like, let me go get out of here. So I had one last customer. And I did see you walking around. I did, but I didn't know. And I was like, okay, well.
Did you know who I was at the time?
No, I didn't.
Okay.
So it was funny whenever I like actually got out the store and read the text message. Yeah. I was like, hold on, wait a minute.
Yeah, I was like,
put two and two together.
She the goat right now.
Cause I was to the point where I was like, I felt dizzy, and I was like, I'm leaving. I thought you was gonna ask for a shoe or something. I was like, I wasn't taking no chance. I wasn't taking nothing. So I didn't even. I honestly, I didn't even hear what you asked me. Good. I was just like, no, and I was going to get my wallet, and I wanted to go to the food court. So when you texted me, and you was like, oh, you work at Foot Locker? And I was like, yeah. You work today? Like, yeah. And I was like, hold up. So I had to call you. Yeah. Like, oh, I hate you.
Funniest thing in the world.
And I was like, yeah, that was me, but I was so hungry. I'm sorry.
So, where are you from?
I'm from Franklin, Louisiana. 22 now. Birthday was yesterday.
So what all do you have going on right now? You're in school.
Yes.
Model. Yes. Promo. Mm-hmm. What else?
And other than that, I basically just do a lot of stuff with school. Like within the school itself, I'm trying to get a little bit more involved because, well, just me as a person, I like being in the stuff because you never know who you're gonna meet or who has the same goals as you, or if you might run into a contact that might become helpful. And then because I am a nursing major, and right now I'm trying to get into nursing school, and I've also taken up a minor in rehab. So I had orientation for that actually today. And even within that bunch of people, there's like organizations that you can get involved with for the minor, or if you are a rehab major itself, just like as well as in nursing. And other than that, yeah, other than me being a student and being studious me, yes, I do I promo and I do modeling.
So where do you go to Southern?
Southern. That shit.
And so with the nursing and the rehab minor, what does that translate to? Where does that take you? What do you plan on doing with that?
I plan on being a neonatal nurse. What? Neonatal pediatrics. Babies.
Okay. All right. Cool. So with school versus, I guess, modeling or promo, which one is taking the backseat to the other?
I wouldn't say either one of them is taking the backseat because I'm pretty much school comes first. Mm-hmm. Definitely. We all know that, furthering our education, that's just something that you won't waste time with because you're paying money for that. Mm-hmm. And you do have to pay that back one day. So school, definitely. I do want to, because I've been doing this since high school. I've taken allied health classes. I got my CNA whenever I was in my senior year of high school. So it's pretty much a continuing thing. But as far as the promo, the modeling, I've also just as well. Whenever I first got into the flight team promotion, I was still in high school, actually, when it all started off. So it's just pretty much, it's really grown. It's really grown into something that I never would have, like, it just really started off as friends, chilling, having fun, throwing parties, and it just
something greater.
Yeah.
Would you have seen what it is now?
No, because like I said, I didn't think it would. I guess like I said, we were just a bunch of friends, and back in the day, flighting was the word. Like you staying out all night, you with your friends, just chilling, hanging out. And then came along parties, and then, our CEO, he went to school himself. He went off to school, and I remember him telling me, like, I have a dream, I want to do this. He always was into it, and I was like, I got your back, and that's what you want to do. Then I'm behind you 100%, and I've been behind him 100%, and my loyalty would never change on it. I've been there since it started. I've seen it grow, and it has grown into something that is going to keep growing, and I'm with it.
So I guess overall, which one would be the career goal as far as modeling versus nursing? Like which one would be the big goal or the goal that you want to pursue more?
Honestly, probably for me, with my nursing, because I know that that's ultimately like my dad did pass away a few months ago, and I know that's something that he really, really, really looked at me to do, and that's something that I really, really wanted to do myself. And I felt like I wouldn't be complete if I wasn't to go with that move. But at the end of the day, the whole modeling and promo thing, that's also something that's a part of me. I mean, I did the Barbizon modeling school whenever I was a child. My mom put me in pageants. I always was an outspoken child. If I could go back to school for anything other than what I'm in school for now, besides the nursing aspect of my life, I'm into mass comm. And I actually thought about doing mass comm as my minor, but as far as what my field is and the classes and the courses and things like that, I just stuck within my courses for now. But I feel that if I could put myself back through school, I would probably go and put myself in for mass comm, because if I would have known now what I know, because like where we're from, Franklin is small, so you basically you only find out about, okay, so there's nursing and there's this field here, like little basic criminal justice. You don't hear about mass comm and all the other different fields that they have that college has to offer. And where I started off was actually a smaller university, a smaller branch of LSU, which is in Uni. And that wasn't really, honestly, I'm not really sure if they even had mass comm over there. But they're real big on nursing. And like I said, that's what I was doing at the time. And I felt like that's what I wanted to continue doing because I really enjoyed it. But on my other half, like I said, if I was to go back to school after all this was done, I might I would consider taking up mass communications, because that's just a part of my life as well. It's no, this is a back burner here, or I'm putting this on the back burner, and like we spoke about as well, I don't believe in rushing into anything or making any big moves. I feel like I am impatient. I will admit that I am an impatient person, but I feel like everything falls in place over time, and that's what I'm working with now. Because I mean, if I wanted to give something up, I could have did it. I could have quit, but that's not me as a person. I feel like I can put whatever I put my mind to, I can do it. So that's what I'm gonna do.
So, how long have you been modeling? You said something about the pageants and
Oh yeah,
modeling
it's
school
it
and
it, it
things
goes
like that.
it goes deep. Like I said, that's always been me. I was just that little child. I wanted to dance. I wanted to be on stage. I wanted to be in front of people. If somebody asked my mom, "Oh, can she come do this style show? Can she do that?" I would do that. And then, like I told my mom, me and her actually had a conversation, and she was going back through an old photo album that we had, and she did style shows whenever she was in her prime, and I was like, okay, well, you can't blame me if that's something that I find myself liking to do, because it's in me. You did it, and she was fly, might I add. Oh, when I was so excited to see those photos, I had to take pictures and put them in my phone, and I said like, oh, I'll tease her for a throwback Thursday, like.
How does your mama feel about you pursuing modeling versus nursing?
And she's pretty much okay with whatever I do, but she knows that I won't steer off from my studies, because that's just like I said. She knows that I do the modeling, and she rather that I pretty much talk to her. We have a form of communication now, because I know when it first started off, I was kind of like, okay, well, maybe she might not understand this, or maybe I thought it wasn't a big deal, and I probably should have been talking to her more. And I feel that the more that I opened up about it, like, okay, so this is who this is what we were doing, I'm going here. It just made it a lot easier on the whole situation in general, because she knows at the end of the day, no matter what, I will graduate. I will walk across the stage with that degree. And as long as that's the ultimate goal for me to get that degree, everything else I'm doing, she's fine. Just long as just long as, I maintain and I stay true to myself.
I guess as far as with flight team, like what they're a model, host, older? Like what exactly is like your role?
I do it all. Whatever it is that's my task at the time. It is we pretty much we work together. So it's me as a model, or if I'm hosting a party, which like next weekend I'll be hosting at Alora for the after party for the Jackson State versus Southern game. So that would be what I would be doing next weekend, or maybe since flight team is it's me, it's other people, or like our artist Toy Brandy. If he has his mixtape dropping, then okay, well I might host that, or of course I will promote for him because it's more than just you know I play many roles in flight team. You never know what I'm gonna do.
So have you ever been like published as a model?
No, because a lot of things that I had been working on, it was just basically me trying to figure out what it is I wanted to do, what kind of modeling I wanted to do, what did I want to pursue, how I felt, what would make me stand out, like not trying to be doing the same thing that everybody else was doing. And I basically pulled myself. I pulled back. I said, you know what, I'm gonna stop. I'm gonna gather myself, see where I want to go with my modeling, and then whenever I'm ready to do something, then that's what I'll do. Not falling into that stereotype that you have to do this to be a model,
I was
or
gonna get into that because I don't really. I kind of. I have really. I didn't see anything with like just like the basic suits or the back shots and stuff like that. Even though you have a nice figure, but it's just like you're not just leaving it all open to the elements and stuff like that.
and like I said, that's not the alley that I want to travel down. That's why I said I basically pulled out. I look, I peruse, and I look and I see what other people are doing, and it's kind of like that's not that's not all that there is to modeling. There could actually be something that's dope. It doesn't have to be a back shot or me being in lingerie, or there's nothing wrong with swimsuits. Swimsuits, that's pretty much that's basic. There's nothing wrong with being in lingerie. It's just about being tasteful, and just that's too. I rather just be different. I want to do something different, something that everybody else isn't doing. So whenever I felt when I was ready to do that, then I would come back and do that. Versus trying to be like, okay, well, I need to put this out and I need to try to be like her because that's getting her all the likes. Because
Right.
sometimes it's not all about getting likes, because you can have 1,000 likes and not be published and have a back shot.
Definitely, definitely. One of my big things that I always say is like, you see me doing things, you say, "Oh, you doing it? You moving? You shaking? You can move, but if you're moving in a circle, you're really not going nowhere." Your dad passed a little while ago. So what happened?
It actually it was sudden. It just happened so fast. I just remember actually being in a pageant 2 months prior to that, and we got a phone call, and it was my aunt, my sister, and she passed away. And then I went home one weekend. We it was prom. Me and my niece took my other niece. It was her prom. So we took her out, and I came home. He wasn't feeling too good. He went to the doctor that week, and I went to work. Well, I actually talked to him. I didn't talk to him that Thursday, but I went to work Friday. When I got off kind of early, so I did call him, checked up on him, spoke with him. He said he was doing all right, fine. Told him I love him, everything. And I went to work that Saturday, and I got that phone call, and it just was. I never would have thought in the year of 2015 that I would receive that phone call, and I dreaded even thinking about that time because I knew, you know, my dad was older. He wasn't young or anything, so he was an older man, and it just was like it was an eye opener because I feel like I said, so the whole school thing, I know that's something that he wanted from me, and I feel like I won't say I played around my first 2 years in school because I really didn't play around, but a lot of decisions that I made, I should have made on my own because I should have went to Southern whenever I first started school, but I didn't do that. I chose to go to LSU, trying to be, a little closer to home. Uh, they moved a little bit fast. I didn't know too much about Southern, so I didn't know they were that slow. You know, you know. So I actually got my acceptance letter in like maybe August, and I had a whole schedule, like student number and everything for LSU. So I was like, you know what, maybe that's where I needed to go, and I graduated in 2 years with a degree and so forth. But that didn't work out like that. My mom was like, if you want to go to Southern, you're gonna have to do it by yourself. I'm not helping. And I was like, okay, you don't have to tell me twice. I'm leaving, and that's pretty much been me trying to get it together from there, pick up, and since that happened, that hasn't done anything but motivate me more to be like, this is what you need to do. You need to get yourself together and finish what you started. Because he was supporting me a whole lot, and I would never let that go in vain ever.
So I guess how does something like that affect you? Like,
I really would have thought that I often thought that whenever it happened, I would just give up, like completely, like just not want to be bothered with anything. And it did hurt. It definitely did. I was a mess the whole time it was going on. I was just a mess. Even after the fact, I catch myself in the bed, crying, listening to voicemail, stuff like that. But that man, he finds a way. And I know it might sound crazy or it might sound weird, but he finds ways to drop in. I won't say I've seen him walking in my room as a ghost or apparition or anything like that, but he finds ways to stop in. I remember driving home one day, like before the funeral, and I looked up in the clouds and I was trying to take a picture and I actually had to like swerve my car because I was like, oh wow, that looks like a face in the sky. Or I was having a dream one night and it felt real because like my phone was ringing and I was I was actually with my niece and my phone started ringing and he's like, "Hi, little lady." That's what he always would call me. And I was like, because in the dream I knew he passed, but he called me and he had his own ringtone, so the phone started ringing and I was like, wow. And it popped up as daddy and I was like, I feel more at ease for whatever reason because I guess because everybody has a time to go, and I rather that happen than to see him suffer because, like I said, I had a real close bond with my dad. Like we were like freaking straight, inseparable. Like that was really my heart. And even though I feel like a piece of me left, I still do feel like he walks with me. He probably sees me looking like this girl here. Like just look at her.
when you said that, like you don't like jump into things. That's something that he like told you or
And
taught you.
he always teach me like take your time with doing things like projects and things like that, especially like in general. I had this project whenever I was in elementary, and I basically had to draw. And he drew this line for me, and I had like a little doll baby and a line too that went along with this project. And so I got another project, and he was like, "I'm not doing it," and I was like, I don't know how to draw. He was like, you're gonna have to sit down and take your time. You know, don't rush it. Like just sit down. And my little line, it actually came out and just like homework, taking tests, driving. He didn't want me to like just be patient and wait your turn. And whenever you do that, you guarantee that like by that time you should know exactly what it is that you need to be doing. And like I said, over the time, I rushed. I went to LSUE. It didn't work out. I went to Southern. I'm doing better than ever. Everything just falling into place. Minor
Is that where
setbacks.
he wanted you to go?
His dad, yeah, his dad actually was a graduate. of Southern, my grandpa, and my two of my nieces have graduated from Southern, and I just always wanted to go to Southern. I always heard about Southern, and I was like, their nursing program is real, real good. I did my research, and I was like, that's the place that I needed to be, but I rushed. I went somewhere else, which at the time it sounded like a good idea. And then I was always younger than everybody else. So my birthday is September 9th, so that's right before like the cutoff date. So in my class, personally, I think I was the second the youngest of the whole class. I was still in college trying to go to the club. 17.
17. They let you in, they turn you around.
Yeah, we're not gonna talk about it.
All right, man. Before we go, let them know. Let the good people at home know where they can get in contact with you and talk to you via the social medias. What's your handles?
At KOTAI in Red Cocaine, or you can follow me on Twitter at I am Red Cocaine.
Shout out your party that you're hosting.
Oh, everybody, Jackson State versus Southern official after party at a Lord. Be there Saturday. Oh, is that Saturday? The 19th. Just mark down on your calendars the 19th. And don't forget to follow Flight Team Promotions on Instagram.
Your boy, the rap.
Oh, yes.
You got a tour? Tour coming?
Yeah, coming soon. We're not going to tell y'all about that. There's too much information. We're going to be back, though, the next time.
Gotcha. So.
Mixtape coming soon, Most Hated.
And what's his name?
Toy Brandon.
Toy Brandon.
And you can follow him on Instagram at Toy Brandon Music.
Yes, you need to plug while you're here.
I think that's it.
Everything.
Oh, and since she's raising her hand up at me, I'm gonna get you to follow my niece, my family at Natalie Danae _ And, yes, I did.
So before we leave, got you a little token of appreciation.
Oh.
Little birthday joint. Appreciate it, Dorian. I had some candles. They somewhere. Candles somewhere around
Oh
here.
my.
Oh, I didn't. Yeah, it don't matter. Here you go. Everybody sing happy birthday to her, no? Yes? Come on. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you.
Oh,
happy birthday, Red Cocaine. Whatever your real name is. Tasha, whatever else you go by. Happy birthday to you.
I will blow out the candles, but good.
As always, I like to leave y'all with the ratchet word of wisdom. Today's ratchet word comes from Albert Einstein. The world is a dangerous place, not just because of the people who are in it that are evil, but because of the people who don't do anything about it. So that's my word for y'all today. Thank y'all for tuning in. Follow me, Ratchet Toon, her, Red Cocaine, and see y'all next week.
Yo, Toon!